Good afternoon and welcome to Eclectic Ramblings with Isaac and Paul, the handsome one. Herring, we are here this morning and we're here to make your day just a little bit funnier. We love to get into our Florida man stories because we want you to know that there are people worse than you hang out with on a daily basis, believe it or not. And we're going to be starting out with that. We're going to get some tech news with the Windows 11 update and the Chat GPT and all that good stuff. We'll get into the main news, some of the Netflixing that goes on. Make sure you check out Paul, who's going to be going to Italy. He's going to be setting up a show and letting us pick.
I don't know if I'm going to Italy.
Listen, we're going to figure out what happens to you. And you got to let us do that.
I'm not against it. I think that's your ball.
I have got, listen, there's got to be a couple of stupid options that we can pick because I want to pick those.
I'm looking.
And I feel like I'll have some support. You got to
go
to
been
the
to Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakia. Well, you know they outlawed lace. So
lace? What's
yeah,
oh?
Yeah,
I don't have
remember?
any lace. Yeah. My lace days are over, dude.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're laceless?
I'm laceless.
Because apparently they check.
I'm laceless. What about Speedos? Do you have those?
Whoa. That mental picture.
I don't have any of those either.
Thank God for that, because if you walk out here with a Hulkamania, bright yellow and red, come on, brother.
I could do that.
Oh,
I could do that.
No, really looking forward to that. I can't wait for you to go. That'll be coming up soon.
Is it cold to you today?
It's 59 degrees out, man.
Is that what
59
But it
looks
like?
beautiful. I mean, the sky's perfectly blue.
And 60 is that much better, isn't it?
It's better than 30.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
So I think we're going to be fine here.
We can't argue.
Yeah, just make sure your nipples don't cut your shirt, and you're good to go. On to the next thing. All right. So for our stupid stories today, we stick to our Florida man, and I don't know if you know this, but pizza can be used as a weapon. Paul, in your history, I don't know if this is some double cheese or meat lovers, but it was used as a domestic violence assault. I've never heard of this. You ready?
Pizza? Go for it.
Pizza.
I can.
He said go for it.
Go for it.
All right, first of all, I want you to see the picture of this man's face. First of all, take a good hard look at that. That man.
Hold on a minute.
This poor guy has had some struggles. Look at the look on his face. That's a tough one. And then perfectly, they got the cheese behind it stringing off, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. So a Florida man is facing domestic charges after allegedly slapping a woman in the face with a slice of pizza. Marion County deputies respond to the home after receiving a 911 hang-up call and possible domestic disturbances. As per Click Orlando, when they arrived, they met with 39-year-old Ortelio Lazaro Alfonso.
Wow.
That's a lot of O's.
That's a lot.
Outside the home. According to the probable cause affidavit, Alfonso said he got into a verbal argument with a woman. When deputies spoke to the woman, she told them Alfonso slapped her on the left side of her face with a slice of pizza after an altercation over disciplining a child. Pizza sauce covered the front of the woman's shirt, as well on the collar and on the back of her shirt, the Marion County Sheriff's Office said in the arrest report. Moreover, she even had pizza remnants in her hair and ear hole. When deputies entered the home, they found pizza sauce on the walls and ceilings. The pizza has hit the fan.
Now, what's the difference between this and a food fight?
So, Alfonso said that he threw the slice of pizza at the woman, but did not place his hands on her. So in my head, I have a triangle piece of pizza where he's. Now, how did it get
rapid fire slapping?
Dude, right now, how much
on the
pizza?
Ceilings and the walls. There was more than one piece of pizza.
Dude, so how much pizza did the woodchuck chuck? If the woodchuck
I'm
can chuck
gonna
pizza?
say that she started it. You got anchovies on the dang pizza again. I told you no anchovies, and then threw the pizza.
I will call the police and let them know you hit me with a pizza. So I'm gonna say that there was more going on in that relationship.
Yeah, I would have my lawyer say it was a food fight.
A drive-by pizza eating.
It was a food fight.
Dude, how do you get pizza and sauce all over the walls of your house?
Not with one slice. Not with one slice.
Dude, he had to like take
There's
the
not
pizza
that much
and was
sauce
like,
on a slice.
he
of
probably
pizza.
started with a piece,
But
was
then,
like, I've had it, and the rage took over.
And remnants on the wall could be tiny specks.
Yeah, so
we don't know. We're thinking big splatters on the wall. It could have just been half a meatball.
So, and we all know that child porn is horrible.
Oh,
we can all agree that.
Okay. Yeah.
When you have to weigh it by tonnage, there's a huge problem. And I want your response to this guy's face. That's his pick.
Ooh, we can just see his eyes. Scroll up a little bit.
That is his face right there. That just screams
lonely.
something.
Doesn't that scream lonely?
Yeah, it screams something. So they had
It looks like Picard's uncle.
Picard. Listen, don't do that to Picard. Don't do that with the tonnage.
Okay.
Don't do that with the tonnage.
A ton of anything is a lot.
Well, that's 2,000 pounds.
But did he say that he was like taking it out of the market and he was the Superman here? I have rescued over a ton of child pornography from.
But I didn't turn it in, not because I didn't like it.
Well, how do you do that? If I turn it in, you're going to think it's mine.
Yeah, so he just decided to hold it in his room alone.
And you got to read through it to make sure that there's no not no.
No, not no.
All right.
I didn't know that the not no was a thing. We're going to move on. All right. A Florida man.
Again, his lawyer should give me a call.
Yeah. Was arrested on Thursday after thousands of pounds of child pornography material was found in his home. Paul Zettel, 72, was taken into custody for 25 counts of possession of child pornography. Gross. The Marion County Sheriff's reported they received a tip in January that the files of child sex abuse material had been posted on the internet. Oh, no. After investigation, a search warrant was granted upon entering his home. The other occupants, so there's other occupants, but they had no idea. Let's see them. The other occupants stated that they would not allow others to go into his bedroom or office without being personally escorted. So they knew it was there, but we're not going to let you in unless we get to go too.
No, they're saying that they never got to go in there unless he was with them or something.
Oh, and they didn't know? Look at that pic. Look at all that. Yeah. I know people had a rough...
would be more than that.
I know people have rough days at work, and I know people can be struggling, but this is not something you have to deal with.
So he is a guy that's like selling this stuff online?
He is a guy that's posting it and collecting it, obviously.
Well, I mean, how do you make money posting it online without going to jail for posting it online?
I don't know anything about this subject. I just thought...
That was a trick question.
Yeah, I don't know. I cannot confirm or deny any of these things. But that guy just had that. And then this one right here, this is for you, buddy. Florida man blames voodoo after impregnating a 13-year-old girl. So here's the face. All right. That's our guy.
That's our guy.
According to West Palm Beach, this is West Palm Beach, Florida, police department girl was admitted to the hospital on December 19th after suffering severe abdominal pain. Poor thing. During the visit, she made a call to 41-year-old Jean Yvanel Innocent. That's for real. The child said that he had been vomiting, and the hospital was about to give her a pregnancy test. The test would reveal that she was 6 months pregnant. During the phone call with Innocent, that's ironic that that's his last name, he was heard telling the victim that she should make up a story about another boy. He also mentioned that if she told people what really happened, he would go to jail. Instead, the child told authorities in a sworn statement that Innocent had sexual intercourse with her 4 times following abdominal surgery that she had in 2020. My goodness. Blah, 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 despite her saying no, so she didn't want to. And where is the voodoo part? During the interview, Innocent claimed that the religious practice of voodoo was responsible for him raping the 13-year-old child. Innocent faces several charges, including 2 counts of sexual battery on a child, gross, 1 count of incest, extremely gross, and 1 count of impregnation of a child. That's super gross.
So was his daughter or something?
Incest? It had to be like within first cousins, right?
I'm not liking this stuff, man. You got to get a little more jovial than this.
I'm not from Alabama, so listen.
Oh, can't we get people that got caught picking their noses in Walmart or something? Can we?
Well, we could review the guy that went to Space Force from the president. That was a really funny story. But
the guy that went to Space Force.
Yeah, the guy that stole the truck and then went to the military base and told him that the president told him that the dragons and aliens were fighting.
Right, I remember.
That's not good enough for you? Mm-hmm. That's not going to pull it off for you today?
Well, let's see if there's a sequel. What did you do this week?
He was let out.
I mean, he got out of jail by now. He's got to be up to something.
Oh, my gosh. I don't know what to say to that. Something positive. These aren't really positive. Drunk man in Florida claims he's Mick Jagger. Is arrested for picking fights with Naples diners. How's that one work for you? Does that sound right?
I still
a Mick Jagger wannabe.
Okay, all right. We gotta at least see what he looks like.
Yeah. All right. Is that him?
No, that's Mick Jagger, dude.
Oh, I was like, man, he looks just like him. No wonder he's getting away with it. A Collier County man woke up in jail Tuesday morning, likely with a pretty bad hangover. According to Naples police, 59-year-old Eugene Bingham, that's a name, was drunkenly picking fights at Ocean Prime on 5th Avenue South Monday night. Diner said Bingham was drunk, disruptive, and aggressive. One woman flagged a Naples police officer, said a drunk male in a red shirt is yelling at people, claiming he is Mick Jagger. At this point, Bingham, not the legendary Rolling Stones frontman, left Ocean Prime and was spotted by officers near Cambier Park. Officers tried stopping Bingham, but he charged right into an officer. That's when Bingham landed on his buttocks on the sidewalk, according to his arrest report. And then niceties were exchanged. That he is definitely not Mick Jagger. That's super funny. So I get drunk, cause a problem, the cops get called, and I run at them, and then they put me down. That's
what Mick would have done.
It's what Mick would have done. I don't know Mick, so I don't know. But rock stars aren't know. Let's see. Florida man arrested for human smuggling. That sounds gross. Florida man accused of shooting at authorities on a highway. That seems regular. Florida man gets 5 years for fraudulently collecting $1.3 million in COVID relief funds.
Ooh.
Shocker. I know you want to know how he did it, right?
No,
we're not gonna
ask. That's just
Oh, here we go. Drugs found wrapped around Florida man's penis during traffic stop.
Who found them?
This is not okay. So listen, I know work can be difficult. I know co-workers can be frustrating.
Hey, Barney, come on.
But I'm willing to bet he's not, hey, help me get...
Ooh.
This is, and this is in Clearwater.
What kind of drugs? Isn't weed legal down there? So listen, it's not weed. It had to be something.
I don't know, but my mind.
Let's see a picture. Maybe we can guess by the picture. What do you got?
It just gives us the cop card. It says man denied in Pinellas County Pinellas. Thank you. The man denied to Pinellas County Sheriff's Office deputies that the drugs were his. Listen, I didn't do it. I didn't
You know how
touch
those prostitutes are.
No.
I guess that's my.
Yeah, not only did
it.
Yeah. Deputies say they stopped the man's car when they saw him driving without lights at 4. So he forgot to turn on his lights. Authorities said that they also found a gun under the passenger seat while searching the car and discovered the drugs while searching the passenger, according to AP. I would not want that job. All right, sir, turn. We're going to give it a little pat. Yeah. The man did say the drugs weren't his, but didn't specify who the drugs belonged to. Oh. All right. You're thrifty with the brain.
In the car.
Yeah.
And between the two of them, they didn't realize the lights were out.
They didn't?
And they both know that they got dope.
So before they left, they thought the idea was, I know. I will strap it to my extremity, and they'll never find it. Paul? You got nothing for this guy normally?
I got nothing.
Nothing for this guy?
I'm hoping that at least he's like a Chippendales kind of dancer.
You know the guy's 5'6", right? It was definitely a small baggie.
I'm like, do they have to mark
Dude,
the drugs
and how much of that drug did you do before you're like, I know what to do?
You know.
They'll never check here, right? Yes.
All right.
I know it's been a rough week. I had a couple buddies of mine that's had some rough weeks having to deal with coworkers, but they did not have to deal with this. And thank God that your job is not having to check for that, right?
Well, you know, I always chuckled. I used to buy odor eaters for my shoes, and they had a money-back guarantee, and you had to send them back.
Say that one more time.
Odor eaters, shoe.
Yeah.
Money-back guarantee.
Yeah.
But you had to send the odor eaters back to get your refund. I'm like, whose job is it?
Yeah, who's the guy that's like, yep, these have been used. Every time you open it, it's just fungal.
Nope, didn't work.
Yeah, we're going to head and give that one a solid
I saw the guy
pass.
whose job it is to watch paint dry. Have you heard of this guy?
That's the thing?
His actual job.
Shut up.
His actual job
That's
is
for
to
real?
watch paint dry.
So he sits there and is like, okay, go ahead.
That's what he does.
And he's timing it or something?
Timing it, smelling it, texturing it, figuring out how to make it do it faster.
How in the world did you...
How to make it do it slower.
How did you find this?
I don't believe on a DuPont website or something like that. Sherwin-Williams.
Do you need work?
Yes, you know. Good work if you can get it.
Do you like to just stare at things? This is perfect for you. Oh, my Lord. That is not okay.
It's not.
Oh, my
I think
gosh.
it is. I think it is.
All right. I want to switch gears now because we have derailed from the pizza.
By just a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So you are a tech person. What is your feelings on Windows, the new 11?
Is there a new Windows 11?
And it has a feature that you're going to be able to talk to it, and you're not going to have to. It's going to use the chat GPT, and they're getting ready to launch a beta. You ready for this?
Well, I mean, isn't it already kind of like ChatG? I mean,
it's not that good. How many times have you like spoken to the mic and then you got to punch it in because it catches Acorn Cracker Jack smile, and that's not what you said, right?
I've had some really bad stuff.
Yeah.
Translations, but I've had some really good ones. Some that
I did not type that off.
So what I've learned to do, right, when I'm talking and doing that, is I say dictated, not read, at the end of it. So if I call him a fat liar,
so whatever the issue is,
it's not my fault.
Boogers Anonymous or something.
Exactly.
All
dictated, not read.
All right. Well, this is as of 12 p.m. So Windows Copilot is what it's called. The Copilot.
Oh, so it's just an add-on. It's not a new operating system.
Well, let's just read before we assume.
Let's read before.
As you've undoubtedly noticed, AI-related news is everywhere, and its influence continues to grow. Just last week, OpenAI released an iOS version of ChatGPT. An Android version is coming soon. That runs directly on your iPhone and adds the ability to speak your request for information into its interactive chatbot user interface. That's pretty cool. Now, Microsoft has announced that bringing a range of new generated AI-powered features to Windows 11 starts in June. The main component is called Windows Copilot, a set of text-driven assisted capabilities that makes using your PC easier and more intuitive. The company has also announced the ability to integrate Bing Chat plugins into Windows, meaning that many of the impressive capabilities Microsoft brought to its Bing search engine will be available directly in Windows. That's pretty nice. You're not a fan of this stuff or what?
You know, I am more of a fan of detecting it than using it.
Because this is probably going to be a replacement for Siri, right?
Or an enhancement for Siri. Why would they get rid? I mean, they've already marketed the heck out of Siri. Nobody cares what the engine is behind her.
Agreed.
So it'll be Siri, it'll be Alexis, it'll be all of that.
So they're betaing this in June, and then by the end of the year, you should be able to get this. Where you can just go in there and say who won the Tigers game, or what time is this restaurant open, or whatever. You just be able to talk to it. I mean, that's as interactive as it gets, right?
Yeah. I mean, I am still stuck as to what I would ask the thing to do for me.
Really?
Write a script for the radio station, write a script for, you know what I mean?
Like ChatGPT?
Yeah, I don't know that I want it to do that. Maybe if I was a writer and got stuck and it was somebody I could talk to, you know what I mean, to help me get over a hump.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, the capabilities of being able to talk to the internet and have it give you information back speeds everything up instead of just your thumbs, right? I don't know. There's an upside and a downside.
I already talk to the internet. You know, I tell her to search for this, search for that, take me here, take me there, and what else is there?
So you're telling inanimate objects where to go and how to get there?
I'm not going to say, define war and peace for me. Summarize the Constitution.
Well, listen, if you're in college, right?
Yeah.
And you want to get that degree, and you need a paper, like.
It could put a whole new touch on that for sure.
I don't know. And then the teachers can just use ChatGPT to grade it, right?
That might be helpful.
I mean, the next thing all they got to do is be able to create a chip that logs into your brain, and your thoughts can then hook into the internet, and then Bob's your uncle.
Then you don't even have to go.
Then you don't need even a phone anymore. You're just automatically connected, and everybody knows everything.
You got to think of
that would be really great if everybody knew everything.
You got to think of the society that is Star Trek Star Trek. Where people wanted for nothing. They worked as an enjoyment. There was no. I don't know.
I don't know. Everybody being attached to the internet and knowing everything, I feel like that would be like everybody knowing nothing.
Well,
right?
Everybody can't know everything because everybody can't comprehend everything.
Well, if they're attached to the internet, they don't have to. They say, what does this mean? And it blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but if I use two words you don't understand, you're not going to get the meaning.
Do you think people understand words they're using now?
No.
Yeah. Have you ever heard somebody say, I feel like this word means? I'm like, you can feel whatever you want, but this is what it means because it has a definition, and this is the outcome. You're feeling
I believe the truth is
what we have here is a failure to communicate.
Yeah, I believe the truth is whatever you say it is, my friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna not go with that one.
Yeah.
All right, another 8:15 on Monday. Musk is hosting a DeSantis presidential bid announcement on Twitter. What do you think?
Ooh, so is he saying that he's behind DeSantis?
Apparently, he's supposed to be coming out next week. DeSantis is.
Is he behind him just
he's not hosting them because he's not. Right?
Yeah.
Let's see. It says, with the announcement of the Florida governor, Ron DeSantis will declare his presidential campaign in a live, unscripted conversation with Elon Musk. The billionaire Twitter owner launched a campaign, not that he doesn't own a space company and a car, but the Twitter one, will launch a campaign of his own Tuesday to boost Twitter's waning profile in the upcoming election. Do you think Twitter has a waning profile? I don't know if that's true or not.
I have never been a big Twitter user.
I don't feel like every thought I have has got to be on...
I thought that it was cool that you had to limit it to 140 characters.
Do you still got to do that?
I don't think you do. I don't think you do.
So you can just ramble.
I think so. But the fact that you had to be short and concise was what I thought was their niche. And I don't think that's the case anymore.
Well, here it says this is the first time that something like this is happening on a social media and with real-time questions and answers. Musk said Tuesday during a Wall Street Journal conference. Musk will be the very Musk who bought Twitter for $44 billion with a B last year. Will interview DeSantis Wednesday on Twitter Spaces, the social media company's platform for audio conversations.
Okay.
And this will kick off Ron DeSantis' 2024 presidential bid with Elon Musk on Twitter. So he's getting together with him to launch. That's interesting. There's going to be a lot of...
That's an endorsement. I mean,
that is an endorsement. Well, it's not like people have used Twitter before to run for president or anything.
No.
It's not like there would be any kind of...
precedent for that?
Yeah, or negative feedback that might or might not come from that. I'm just saying, you never know. And then what did you think about Biden said that they're not going to be doing any debates for the presidential election on the next tour?
Well, how can he say that?
I don't know. That's just what they came out with. I'm not sure.
You know what I mean? I don't know that he's in charge of that, is he? I mean, he can say, I'm not going to participate in any debates, but he
can say whatever he wants, right?
Right.
He's the president of the United States.
Well, I mean, everybody else can participate, and he can choose not to. But I don't see where it's to the benefit of a new candidate. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're just stuck on stupid, I guess you wouldn't want to debate either.
I
mean, the last one was so embarrassing. It was, I would think that a new debate could only do better.
I would think that's probably accurate. Right?
You know,
and you can prepare, and you got time. You know what I'm saying?
You got time, and you're allowed, to submit questions. I think. I don't know.
Well, no, the last thing I want to hit. We only got about 30 seconds before we go to our first station identification. Is Amazon's Gaming Week, the best deals that they have on here. And I know that you're a gamer, right?
I don't know that I like that moniker. When you say gamer, I think
means you like
Roblox
games.
And the Call of Duties and the Fortnite.
That's one of them. But there's also like 3D, right? You like those?
That's the thing I like. Yeah.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
I just downloaded Myst again. Have you remember Myst?
Tell me about it.
It's just a crazy world, and it's all puzzles. You got to figure out how to turn this knob to get this windmill.
I got you.
This bridge to get across to the.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do any of that, but it makes perfect sense.
It's like a 6-month game.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, and it could take you a year if you.
And then once you figure out what to do, you got to go through those. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is not my thing. I was more a shoot 'em up, bang 'em up kind
Kill
of
it now.
Yeah, Call of Duty. I was actually, unfortunately, very good at that game for a while. But we are going to go to our first station identification. Paul, will you please take us out?
I've got to do it first.
Always. You're always first.
Wait a minute now. I've got to find the right button so that I'm in the right place at the right time. So that
I didn't realize you could be somewhere else while
I'm
you're sitting there.
on the correct emphasis with the right syllables.
Oh, there you go. That makes sense. The syllables. Yeah.
Well,
you go right ahead, shooter.
You guys are listening to WFOV 92.1 LP FM Flint, Our Voices Radio. You're also checking us out on Spectacle TV's YouTube page. And soon, we'll be seeing this on Fact, Channel 17. So we got it going on here at Spectacle Productions. Shoot, we need you too. We're always looking for clean music for the radio station. Clean music. So I'm encouraging our choirs, our church groups, our acapella would be wonderful. If you've got stuff that you're doing and it's not clean, maybe I can encourage you to make a clean version. WFOV 92.1 LP FM Flint is a community service of Flint Odyssey House, and it's managed by Spectacle Productions. We do a 10-mile range. So it's only Flint. It's about Flint, for Flint,
by Flint.
Over Flint. 810-259-9789 is 810-259-9789. We're also online at wfov.online. We're determined to make a difference, and we need you to too.
All right.
Did you like that?
That was
Do you think
very professional.
Do you think it worked?
Well,
I did.
I think what happened was
I didn't even use my sexy
Yeah.
voice. I didn't use my sexy voice.
I did not use my radio sexy
But I didn't
voice.
pick my nose either.
Yeah,
So.
well, you definitely
Win-win,
have. You
right?
know, that's why you're the handsome one here. All right, so the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro is on sale at Best Buy.
What?
Started out this week. Yeah, I got a nice little price cut on that sucker.
What is it?
The Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. You know, the smartwatches.
$70 off, so it's a
Oh, yeah.
$200 watch. Or
Well, you
I mean,
know,
the Apple Watch is like $300, isn't it?
it's $499 to $429.
Wow.
So it's like a super watch. I would rather get like a name brand watch, not a smartwatch. And then we
Wow.
But
Well, I
that's
mean, you know, if you
$70 off is $70 off.
If you want it connected to, are they paying us?
No,
You can't say that.
I didn't. But
Oh,
that's
wait. No, if they were paying us, we can't say it.
Yeah, right.
So this is
Yeah.
commentary. This is commentary. This is yeah. Okay, we're okay.
Yeah, and then the last thing I wanted to get into, because thinking of positive things, is your car is spying on you. How to see what data is being collected and deleted. Did you know that? Your car spies on you?
Yeah.
You knew
Oh yeah.
that your car was a dirty little
Oh.
tattletale?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
New cars are computers on wheels, it says. The average vehicle nowadays has over 1,400 microchips in it. Because your car is connected, it can also collect a lot of data about you. Your car is like your phone, computer, or tablet. Always listening, Mr. Wazowski.
If you
Here-
brake too hard, it knows. If you speed up
Yeah.
too hard, you pop that curb, you get that bloop bloop. It knows.
Well, here's how to stop big tech from listening in, all right?
Okay.
There's always stalkware to worry about. Take steps to stop and block these dangerous spy apps. Why is your vehicle collecting? A new online tool shows all the info your car has on you. This is kind of
Well,
crazy.
it matters. If you can use it, like send a file last month's driving record to your insurance company and get
Yeah.
$500 off because you're a good driver. Make
I don't know, man.
that data available to us and benefit us.
The vehicle privacy report is made by a company called Privacy, the number 4 Cars. The company deletes synced personal data from used cars before they're resold. This is how car makers comply with privacy laws. So you're telling me that they're not taking that information?
That's not a
stored-
bad gig. Could you imagine? That's your job to just
Yeah.
go plug in and
delete people's data on there?
wipe car hard drives.
I don't know, man. The fact that that's already there and we didn't know about it's pretty crazy. Like I've never even heard. Like,
Well, how could you not know about it? I mean, it's telling you things it shouldn't tell you.
Listen,
Do
man.
you want to turn right here? Well, yes. How did you know I wanted to turn right
The thing
here?
that makes me the most nervous about my car is I will not have my GPS on, right? And then I'll pass like a certain road and I just hear my car go beep. And that I don't like.
You know, I used to do it with radars when you would pass grocery stores with the
Well, now the
automatic doors.
GPS lets you know where the police are when you're driving. Do you know
For
that?
sure.
I-
For sure, and where the McDonald's is, and where the
Well, yeah, but I
Bob
didn't-
Evans
oh, there's
and
a
the
possible
Standard
speed
gas
trap.
station and the BP station. All that stuff pops up on your car, so it's talking constantly, and that triangulates where you are when you are.
I don't know. This is like a two.
I don't
this
see
is
how
like a
people
good-
commit crimes anymore. Between cell phones and cars,
Listen,
How
if
are
you're
you gonna
using a pizza,
you gotta have a bicycle if you want to kill somebody.
I don't know. They're using pizza for domestic violence at this point.
There
There was
you go.
chicken wings last week. Remember the guy chucking chicken wings at his wife?
Yeah, you look for those.
I do because it's so dumb, and I appreciate the fact that I don't have to deal with that person, and I'm really glad they're in Florida. Right?
Yeah.
Oh man! All right,
I can see the benefit of that. I can.
right.
Uh-huh.
Because listen, sometimes the days just drag, and the job is tough, and the difficulties are there, and I get that. But at least you didn't have the pizza domestic violence attack or the chicken wings chucked at you today.
What up, baby boy?
What's up, gentlemen? How we doing?
You good?
I got topics, baby. I
right.
got topics.
That's what they all say, man.
I'm
That's
the
what
one
they
to
all
talk to you and
say.
Look, I'm the one to talk to you on the phone about how come we ain't got no people, 60% of the workforce.
There's a
when they tear something
gentleman
down in
outside of our
how come
window
we ain't
talking
got
to us
nobody
right
now.
working on it?
Right.
How come we ain't getting the tax? How come we ain't getting that water money?
It is what it is, baby.
He was very passionate. All right. I want to go to NBC breaking news, stuff that's happening right now. The Oath Keepers founder gets 18 years and longest January 6th sentencing yet. Wow.
18 years.
18 years.
So is he the guy that shot the cop, or
I have no idea. Let's take a look.
suffocated the cop? I mean, that was a group of them that squozed that guy to death. So I don't know how
police
they
died
could
on
shoot.
that day.
Yeah,
I just heard one of them had a heart attack or something.
right. He was squished.
Oh.
It was, trying to keep him from getting in the door, and the crowd just kept squishing him.
Well, Stuart Rhodes, who said after the Capitol attack that the rioters should have brought rifles, received the longest sentence on January 6th, defendant to date. Washington, the founder of far-right Oath Keepers, has been sentenced to 18 years in federal prison. Woo! In connection with the January 6th attack on the Capitol following his conviction on seditious conspiracy. Wow. The sentence for Stuart Rhodes is the longest imposed on January 6th defendant to date. You, sir, present an ongoing threat and a peril to this country and to the republic and the very fabric of this democracy, end quote, Judge Amit Mehta said before handing down the sentence. Man, holy smokes. Rhodes was convicted of seditious conspiracy in November along with Kelly Meggs, M-E-G-G-S, a fellow Oath Keeper member who will be sentenced later Thursday afternoon. They won't fear us until we come with rifles in hand, Rhodes wrote in a message ahead of the January 6th attack. After the attack, in a recording that was played in court during his trial, he said his only regret was that they should have brought rifles. Oh, man.
They didn't show a picture of him, did they?
They did. He's in the cowboy hat right there with the sunglasses.
That's him right
He just
there.
looks like a good old boy. Oh, man. Let's see. When given the chance to speak before sentencing, Rhodes, wearing an orange prison jumpsuit, called himself a political prisoner, end quote, and said he believes the only crime he committed was opposing those who are destroying our country. He added that he hopes former President Donald Trump wins in 2024. What do you think there, buddy? Political prisoner, you think that's true?
I think. Well, yeah, you'd have to say he was a political prisoner because the crime he did was sedition.
Well, it's definitely political,
so you can't,
right?
You can't get charged with sedition unless you did something political.
This is the dude who put his feet on Nancy Pelosi's office on her desk. Remember that? The dude that was kicked back with the pick? That's 18 years, man.
Well, he did more than that. I mean,
I'm just telling you what it said.
The guy that took the dump on the desk should get 18 years.
Wait a minute. Somebody pooped?
Somebody pooped on one of the desks, yeah.
I don't want to see the video, and I didn't want to know that. That's where I don't know, man. This just seems so out there. It just seems really crazy.
It is, but if you can try to put yourself in their position,
I understand.
They think they're right.
Yeah, I understand.
They don't think they're bad people.
But 18 years.
It should have been
for pooping on a desk.
Well, he didn't poop.
Well, whatever. I'm just saying. He took the picture, right? Really?
Yeah, but I don't know what qualified him for the longest. He did. I mean, he said about bringing guns, but that's just
he
words.
Didn't.
That's just words. So that
18 years in federal penitentiary. Like people that get murdered get less than that.
What exactly? Did he do?
That is not okay.
I mean, was he rallying them up front?
I don't know.
Was he some kind of leader?
All right, now I got to read the rest of it because you just started letting me go.
I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. So no, I'm gonna put you up on the screen. Maybe I'll put both of you. Hold on a second. See if I can.
He says that Democrats are destroying the country. He hopes Trump wins. Mehta, the judge, told Rhodes he was found guilty of seditious conspiracy, not because of your beliefs, not because you supported the other guy, not because Joe Biden is president right now, but because of the fact of the case and his actions before, during, and after January 6th, which let's see if they say what it is. She says, you are not a political prisoner, which you definitely was a political issue. Rhodes and Meggs, the two people that are on trial, were put on trial alongside Jessica Watkins, Kenneth Harrelson, and Thomas Caldwell, fellow Oath Keepers, who were convicted of obstruction of an official proceeding and aiding and abetting, but not seditious conspiracy. Watkins and Harrelson will be sentenced on Friday. Rose took the stand in his case, saying that the other members of the Oath Keepers were stupid, end quote, to storm the Capitol, and that he disagreed with those who went inside. Rhodes did not enter the building. I had no idea that any Oath Keeper was even thinking about going inside or would go inside, Rhodes said. But the government also produced messages in which Rhodes said he thought that January 6th was the last opportunity to stop what he saw as a takeover of the government. So he didn't even go in. This guy wasn't even inside. I thought he was the guy that took the picture. This guy didn't even go in, according to this. On the 6th, they were going to put the final nail in the coffin of this republic unless we fight our way out. With Trump, preferably, or without him, we have no choice, Rhodes wrote in a message ahead of January 6th. Let's see. He also celebrated Oath Keepers' actions in the immediate aftermath of the attack after meeting with other members of the group at an Olive Garden in Virginia that night. He wasn't even in the building.
He didn't go in the building?
He didn't even go in the building.
But he was the organizer.
And he met at an Olive Garden in Virginia, and that night, Patriots, quote, he says, it was a long day, but a day when Patriots began to stand, end quote, Rhodes wrote the night of January 6th. Stand now or kneel forever. However, your oaths, remember your legacy. Prior to Thursday's sentence, Peter Schwartz, who was armed with a wooden tire knocker and engaged in a series of assaults on officers during the Capitol attack, had received the longest...
there you go. That's what he did.
But that's not the guy.
Oh.
That's someone else. That's a Schwartz. He got 14 years for assaulting the officers, which, that makes sense. But 18 years... Oh, because they think he's a mastermind or something.
He's the one that convinced the other guy to...
Dude, I don't know about that, man. That is something. I don't really know about that. I don't know. That's a really long time for not going in the Capitol building. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a strange one. But that's top of the news today. I don't know. People that get murdered get less.
Did you find anything at Walmart? Is there anything that we can laugh at?
Well,
usually the Walmart stories are.
Listen,
at least
I didn't make
jovial.
the breaking news of the day. Okay,
Everything here is just morbid.
Listen, it's not. Listen, there was a flyby pizza eating.
That wasn't bad, but it was still violence.
Well, listen, this is just the highlights. This is what I could have gone with, and I didn't. All right, popular baby loungers are tied to the more deaths in the U.S. Official Supreme Court delivered blow to wetlands.
Okay.
That was the other one.
Okay, I feel you.
What will happen to the debt ceiling? And the military must focus on short and long-term challenges of climate change. Those were my options.
Here's what I want you to do. Google best news of the day.
Okay.
Or something like that.
You want, like, the best positive news of the day.
Try it. See what happens.
All right.
Something good has happened today.
Listen, we are working on it, okay?
I don't believe it.
All right.
There we go.
I'm going to literally Google best positive news
for today. You know, we don't want old news, Hitler's dead kind of stuff.
Yeah, no. Okay. We're there.
All right.
Let's see. Good News Network. Good news, inspiring, positive news. All right.
Very
and you're
top.
right. I don't know. I like positive. You know I love positive. But,
I'm looking.
Let's see here. This is what it has. Okay?
Oh, no.
The Dutchman starts overnight sleeper train operations throughout Europe.
That's a great thing.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Here we go. Butterfly populations grew 200%. Highest in people's gardens than in any other habitat.
Good news.
Butterflies are up. Gigatons of carbon could be captured in offshore underwater volcanoes, which is a boon for the climate. And then it gives a picture of the underground thing. So literally the ground could be renewing itself from carbon, with carbon, underwater, released in the air. brought up, almost like it has a whole system
makes
that it
sense.
uses.
That
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense, like the fish farms, you know, the
Yeah.
hydroponics where the fish poop and the poop in the water goes and feeds plants in the
It always goes back to the feces.
It's always
You know what I mean?
It's all based on
There's
poop.
an adorable photo shoot for newborn kitties. I mean, that's not positive, but it is cute.
Pull it up.
Pull it up. You want to see the cats.
You
right?
can't go wrong with
All right.
cats.
Adorable
can
photos
you?
showing a newborn litter of critically endangered Scottish wildcat kittens. Ooh.
Wildcats. So aren't they called like lions and panthers and bears?
Look at that
Oh,
thing.
my.
Oh, man.
So what's endangered? Why is he endangered?
It's a wildcat from the Highland Wildlife Park. Look at that.
Highland, is that
That's
Ireland or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Scottish.
Scottish.
Scotland, actually.
Okay.
The Scottish wildcat is one of the country's most iconic animals, but also one of the most endangered. This is mostly because of inbreeding with feral or domestic.
Those whores.
Those inbred house cats.
Sluts.
Of course, that's part of this story. That's perfect. Oh my gosh. Taxonomically speaking, that's a word.
Taxonomically.
Yeah, nailed it. It's a subspecies of the European wildcat,
Okay.
and but appears so much like just like a rugged tabby cat. Two hikers believe they had found a lost tabby kitten in the snow on a hike in the Cairngorms National Park. One of the hikers noted that the animal's claws were like miniature razors, end quote, and his friend joked was the little creature must be a Scottish wildcat. To their surprise, they were correct. Look at those kitten shots. Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute. I'm put them on. Hold on.
Oh, that's cute. All right. Seeing kitty. Look at that in their little cage. There's 3 of them.
Wow.
Let's see. Ooh, look at those. Now, the one on the left looks like there might be some inbreeding on that.
He looks like the
particular-
boss.
There looks like his family tree might look like a stick.
He's the one making stuff happen.
No wonder they're rare.
Chauncey, go get the cheese.
Oh, yeah, right. Let's see. The Royal Zoological
boy?
Society of Scotland. That's a $10 handle.
Which way did he go?
Right.
Which way did he go?
Leads the partnership project Saving Wildcats, working with global experts to restore Scotland's critically endangered wildcat population by breeding and releasing them into the Cairngorms National Park, Scotland's largest. So those are some cute pictures.
Well, listen, Darwin's listening, and he's online, and he said Isaac is just looking through rose-colored glasses.
Well, it makes the world look better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your tan looks perfect, by the way.
I'm
That's
gorgeous.
right. I said your tan, not you. Moving on.
I think he was talking more about your attitude of the articles that we were discussing.
yeah.
We're looking through rose-colored glasses, and
That's right.
we're doing that. We're trying to make this
when
stuff-
you can use a domestic violence using pizza, remind you that you don't have to deal with that person, and our lives are better for it.
Well, let's ask the viewer. Darwin, do you have any experience getting slapped with pizza?
Meat lovers, tell cheese.
Every Thursday is what you.
Dude, the fact that the pizza sauce was on the wall, he was just...
That's a slap.
Oh, man, that wasn't pizza. That was like one of them gourmet...
But we're gonna have to assume it was a trailer.
We are. The look on that guy's face, it was like, oh my lord.
In a small trailer.
Oh,
To boot.
single wide, no double wide
No
action.
double wide. Nah.
Oh my gosh.
No trees in the yard.
Oh man, let's see what else we got here for positive news.
Good news.
13 years after losing both legs. This is under the positive news.
Pause. I say, Isaac, find some good news. 20 years after losing both of his legs.
That's it. Listen, I didn't write it.
Work on it. It could get better.
Listen,
it could get
this
better.
is what happens when you try to Google
Click
positive
on
news.
it. Click on it.
13 years after losing both legs in Afghanistan, veteran summits Everest, establishing the world record.
Oh, he's got to climb a mountain with a name like Summit.
That is what he did. No legs, he climbed Everest.
Everest with no legs. I do not want to know. Yeah, I do want to know.
I don't know. Here's one.
I mean, did he have artificial legs that he used, or did
Well,
he
when he lost them,
Yeah.
then he got new ones. The look on your face was so priceless right there.
Could you see the insurance call? Excuse me, Assuron. I left my legs at the top of the
I'm gonna
Everest.
I'm gonna need 2 more sticks and 1 kangaroo leg for the readjustment on that. Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right, more positive news. City of Detroit surprises single mom crossing guard with a $50,000 check at a Tigers game, and it went viral on TikTok. How cool is that?
So now I was reading it that she had a viral TikTok post that got her the 50,000.
Is that what it was? What was
Yeah,
the
it says
post?
following. You scroll down again.
I'm looking for no other reason than that she was a working mom with a great personality and an important job making sure people drive safely through the city of Detroit, which that would be a job. A traffic control officer was recently on the receiving end of all the goodness social media can wield. It started when TikTok account MD Motivators interviewed Latina Edge on duty in the middle of the road, gabbing as she does with passersby and wishing people a happy Mother's Day. Oh, so they took a video of her working and it went viral. She revealed in the video, which went viral, that she felt it was an important service to the city to help people get where they need to go and get home safely, which it is. She explained she was born and raised in the Motor City and was a Tigers fan. In that first video, Edge was surprised when the TikTok Zachary invited her to the Tigers game for Mother's Day. Aww. The working mom recently lost her husband and asked if the invitation was reliant on the fruits of her paycheck, at which point Zachary surprised her with $500. Meanwhile, Zachary had secretly set up a crowdfunding campaign that amassed $50,000, a gift simply for being her fine self, that was delivered on the grass in the Tigers ballpark. How cool a story is that?
It is a good story. I had all sorts of loopholes. I'm like, why is she directing traffic on Mother's Day? What kids are going, I think she's a crossing guard or something like that, and they talking about kids crossing on Mother's Day, but now I got a better
You got a
understand.
single mom working on Mother's Day, taking care of her kids, and someone takes a video and it goes viral. How
I love it.
Cool is that?
What not everybody can do that. You can't throw $50,000 at folks, but you can pay for the car behind you when you're in the drive-thru. I think that's a wonderful.
Yeah, and I've done that a couple times. I had somebody do that for me. It made my whole morning. I was like, I'll be doggone.
Right.
And I felt really good about it because the guy cut me off to get in first. And it was like, wow. Maybe his wife had just had a baby or something. He was just sliding in and was like, sorry. And that actually, stuff like that, the little kindnesses make, like you went all the way down the corner just to get us waters, just so we could have the nice water. And I really appreciate that, man.
The first time I did it, the lady said it'd be $25. Do you still want to do it? And I'm still like, I can't say no now.
Now that I said I was gonna screw it, it's 2 months later.
Just cancel my order.
Oh my God! Could you imagine? Well, how much is theirs? It's $67. Have a great day. Listen, I thought about doing something really nice for somebody, but yeah, paying it forward, making sure.
They say the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts.
I love doing stuff for that for people just because they don't expect it, right? And I know you do too, right? I know you love doing that stuff.
Just hilarious. Well,
and I haven't done that in a while, but since you brought it up, if any of our listeners has done that, and you got a good story of what happened, you gotta let us know what happened, right? That would be fun. I love good positive. Oh God, I have to tell you this story.
Well,
shrimpers, and it starts off with shrimpers and crabbers.
Is this a Forrest Gump thing?
That's exactly what I was thinking, but it's actually true. Look at the picture. Holy smokes. Shrimpers and crabbers get paid to collect abandoned traps, saving wildlife from derelict fishing haverage. So like Deadliest Catch or whatever, they'll lose those pods.
Right.
And then they look at that mess that's just in the ocean that those guys
Hold on, let me put it up.
Man, that is not good at all. Man, that's a great pick, right?
You know how to zoom on that? Can you tap it? Will it open?
Oh, yeah, there. There we go. We got a zoom on there. You see
Nets
that?
and traps. Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So they get paid to collect this stuff,
That's pretty cool.
and they use the word derelict, right? Derelict
Yeah, it's unused.
crab traps.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't have any derelict crab traps around here? Just thought I'd ask. Just ask.
Derelict crabs. But that's a good thing. Hey, they're gone.
Oh, as long as you got the cream and the.
There you go.
There's a bounty on these of $5 is offered every abandoned trap collected in just 3 years. The program launched by Mississippi Commercial Fisheries United. That's a group.
Okay.
A nonprofit fishermen's organization has collected over 3,000 of these traps. These are crab traps. They're pretty simple. Crustaceans crawl in and they can't crawl out, but sometimes they get trapped and become lost because the current or the
boats cut the lines.
Yeah.
The ropes break.
and they're so the Gulf Coast with delicious seafood. But what happens when the traps are abandoned or become lost? So someone just like I didn't get any screw it. Their lethal trapping power remains and carries on indiscriminately. So just crabs getting in there. A phenomenon known as ghost fishing. So if someone leaves it or abandons it because they're not getting any, they still have to get them. And they said that some of these these old traps will have up to 200 crabs in them, with no one going to get them. What a waste of good solid
So
seafood.
they must have to start eating each other. I mean, how do they feed if they're trapped in the traps?
See, these are positive news, and you want to go right to eating each other. That's the listen. Well, this is a positive show. Can you honestly? Can you? You just let me know I was number one in that race. Thank you very much. And I would also like to do a shout out for Euchre Weekly on Cigar Fellas Cigar Lounge. Jason, the GOAT, was playing on Monday. He was able to get some cards. He the previous week he had lost some cards. He got so frustrated he lit them on fire. That's bad, but he didn't do it at the shop. He had a good week of euchre cards that we'll be playing all week. I look forward to seeing what the outcome for him is tonight.
Nice.
Cigar Fellas Cigar Lounge, 1086 North Irish Road.
You can't go wrong with that. I don't
Paul,
think.
at the end, you got to give us another ride, man. We're about there.
It's so close to being over. Maybe we should just like look at a camera and freeze like they used to do at the end of the old TV shows. Which one? Wait, we gotta look at this. Is it this one?
I got to look at this one.
You gotta look at that
This one?
You gotta look at that one, and we're just gonna. Oh, you're not supposed to look at the camera. You're supposed to freeze. Look at it.
Oh, right.
Nice. Okay, now I'm gonna pretend that I'm frozen.
Yeah.
And then
Why are we doing this?
I have no idea. I'm gonna hit this button.
You guys have a great week, and we will definitely find people dumber than you have to deal with next time.
Peace.